Hey, Mr. Malach on the live. Bless up, shut up, bro. What's happening, guys? Extremely exhausted. Quite a long day we had. But let's try and do NAS100. So I'm going to be showing you guys where I think NAS is headed to. And then you guys can basically utilize whatever information I'm putting out and, confirm with what you have on your side there. I'm very exhausted, guys, but I'm going to show you NASDAQ, alright? And the reason why I'm showing you NAS is because most people trade NAS, and NAS is very easy, guys. NAS is very, 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 very easy. I see my brother Ashley's on the live. So let's do NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, guys, is a very easy instrument to trade, and people must understand this, that NASDAQ is the most easiest to trade on all currencies, on all instruments that are there on the charts, right? So NASDAQ is extremely easy, guys, extremely easy. You must know that NAS is extremely easy. So I'm going to go through NAS with you and then see what we can do. So I'm going to go through NAS with you. So let's see what we have, right? So NASDAQ has been caught up within specific areas and ranges. So we've been stuck around that area there, 10.3 and 10.11. We haven't actually broken past 11 and 10.3. Right, so the markets have been trading and ranging around these ranges. So this is what we've had on NASDAQ. So we've had the market failing to break above that level, so you can see some kind of rejection. Broke above, came to establish support. Resistance pulled back, went up to resistance, came back to this support that was formed from here. As you can see, we came and spiked, went back up to that resistance that was formed there, came down to the support that was formed there. From there, went up, pushed to that resistance that was formed there. From there, came back to the support, rejected to the upside. From there, broke down, came back to this support that was here. Went back up to that resistance. From that resistance, went back down to this support that was formed here. So I hope you guys are seeing this pattern, right? From this resistance, went up to create a new resistance. And from there, went down to create a new support. Went back to that same resistance. And you can see that that resistance was actually some kind of a significant level and area. Came back down, went up to that level to create an all-time high. From there, went back down to test lower levels that had been formed on the charts. Came back on this level, tested it again from here, went back up to that level of resistance. From there, went back down to that previously established support, went back up, broke past that level, went back down to this previous support level. Here and there. From there, went back up to that level. From there, we came back down. The reason why we actually heading up is because of this support level. So I want you to see the pattern that this thing is the easiest if you really open your eyes and you focus. If you really open your eyes guys, and you focus on what is on the charts, then you will be able to see what the markets are actually trying to tell you. So NAS100 is strictly support and resistance, right? So support and resistance levels can only work perfectly when you understand where the market is going. I mean, it's of no use for you to draw support and resistance lines if you don't really know where the market is headed to. So right now, so the same thing that happened here is the same thing that I'm expecting here. From this support, push to the upside. From this support, push to the upside. From this support, push to the upside. Resistance, push down. Resistance, push down. Possibilities are from here we might actually push down. So this is just very easy. But again, you don't assume that the market will get here and just sell. You don't assume that it will get there and buy. So the specific things that you need to wait for and to look out for you to confirm what you're seeing on the charts, and basically be sure that whatever you're seeing on the charts is what's happening on the markets. The reason why people fail on the charts is because we have a lot of assumptions and we think that we know. We think we know, and we think that Nasdaq is going to respect us. You know, Nasdaq doesn't respect us. Nasdaq respects price action. So it's always important to identify these levels. Then you look for specific formations around these levels. Then you can actually come in. So look at this market open. I'm going to give you guys an entry for market open, and then you guys can actually hold with me. This is the trade I'm going to take right now on market open on NAS100. Right? NAS100. I'm going to give you my entry points and my take profits. Ashley, my brother. Ashley, my brother from another mother. So the reason why then people lose a lot on Nasdaq is because your guys want to come in at wrong levels, and then the market will pull back, and when it pulls back, it's gonna chow your accounts. So one of the things that I've learned is to allow the markets to direct me, allow the markets to tell me where they're going. I'm not just gonna, assume and whatnot. So a lot of people have this on their charts. Let me show you. But for me, this thing doesn't work, because then it just confuses your head and you think that you know. For me, this thing doesn't really work. But there's guys who use this. But I'm going to use this today because I'm trying to explain my point. I'm trying to get my point across. So I'm going to use the trend line for the sake of what I'm trying to talk about today. So Nasdaq went up here, came back down, you see, went back up, created a second high, and then went back down. From here, went back up, came down. So the reason why the Nasdaq was pushing down was because of this whole thing, right? So this is why the Nasdaq was selling yesterday, because of this trend line and because of this resistance, right? So if you look at this, anything below the trend line would be a selling market. Anything above the trend line would be a buying market. So if you see anything below the trend line, this is a selling market. Anything above, that's a buying market. However, you cannot assume that because then the market is trading above this trend line, then the market is a buying market, until specific things are formed on the charts and until you get specific confirmations on the charts for you to know that Nasdaq is now ready to buy long term. I mean, we can trade these small moves because Nasdaq pays a lot even on a small move. However, we want to make sure that we catch the long moves on NAS100. So if you look at this, we broke past the trend line, which is fine. So for people who trade with trend lines, that's okay. That's fine. But the market is much broader than trend lines. You need to understand that. So you can't just come, because most people just depend on this single line to actually understand where the market is going. So you can't really depend on this trend line. So I'm going to remove this trend line, because then we've seen that, okay, that counter trend move or whatever downward trend that we had is actually done. So now the best thing that we have to wait for is for the market to give us proper confirmations. The market will always give you a story. If you look at the whole story of the market, you will kind of see and understand what you have. So the reason why the market is busy, like going up and down, up and down, up and down, the market is giving you a story, right? The market is giving you a story, and it's giving you some kind of an understanding of where to come in and where to exit. That's the reason why the market won't just shoot up. It's just, so if you see this, you wouldn't get entries here unless you were brave to just sell because you know that it's selling. Whether fundamentally or whatever the case is, you would have known that NAS100 would have sold on this level because of that bearish structure that's actually forming over there. So let's look at this market and let's come here. Let's zoom into this zone, right? So you do know that. Let me just do this quickly. I'm going to show you something. Let me do this quickly. I want to show you guys something. And forget a little bit about so this is literally my chart. I did post this, guys, earlier on, and I did talk about this earlier on the live when I promised you guys to come back. So you can't really depend on a trend line to get directional bias. You depend on the structure of the market. So everything you learned goes hand in hand together to help you understand where the market is going. The market will give you a push, come back to give you a pause. Why is this thing doing this? Where's my mouse even? I don't even know. Kids in the office. So push, pause, push, pause, push, pause, push, pause, push, pause. It's a push. So the market will always move like this. What is this now? Hey. What the hell is this? Is this even my trading view? Because I don't have... Wait, hold up. I think my trading view is logged off here. Oh, it's logged in. Then why am I getting ads? Because I'm on the premium version. Okay, it's fine. So the market will always give you upward trend. That's an upward structure. Within this structure, the market will give you an opportunity. No, bro, my trading view is paid. So I don't have ads on my trading view, which is why I'm shocked. I don't have ads on my trading view because this is the paid version of it. I hardly get those things, which is why I'm shocked right now. So the market will come to this. Since the market is doing these things, notice how then this zone acts as support. This zone acts as support. This zone acts as support. So let me show you something actually. I want to Google this thing because this is on Google. This is on Google. Let me just type Forex uptrend. I want to show you something very clean and very clear. Quickly, then I'm going to take my boy, Mr. L Official. Very quick. I'm going to take him very quick. So, I want to choose a very relevant example of an upward trend and a downward trend from these pictures. Because this thing is on Baby Pips, guys. This thing is on Google. This thing is wherever you need to get like proper information of Forex. Let me see something. Okay, guys, stay on this live and let me take my boy. But guys, don't leave. Okay. It's fine. He's unable to join. Okay, let's carry on. I want to show you guys something. Yeah, this is the perfect example of what I want to talk about. So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And obviously this is how then the upward trend ends and the downward trend starts. It's going to come down, push upfield to break past that high, break past that low, come back and pull and push to the downside. So notice how this higher high then becomes the new higher low. Notice how this higher high then becomes the new higher low. If I put a line here, then this thing's on the same axis. You see, that higher then becomes a new higher low. Higher high. Obviously, in this case, the reason why this is happening, breaking past that high, is because then the market is creating a new trend, and this upward trend is coming to an end. From that higher high, we get a lower high that is equivalent to the same higher high from the left. This is called then the head and shoulder pattern. So this is how head and shoulders are formed. You cannot trade head and shoulder patterns if you don't understand how head and shoulder patterns form, right? So head and shoulder patterns form like this. This is when head and shoulders form because then the market is changing structure, right? The market is changing structure. And this practically would have been a higher high and then a higher low, as you can see. And then you get a lower high. So the market will come and fail to go past that higher high and obviously print a lower high. And then lower high, lower low, and that higher low then becomes the new lower high. So this is what happens throughout on the charts. I'm not going to talk about like a theory. I'm going to go to my charts. Let me go to GBP USD to basically show you what I'm talking about, right? So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Look at that, all right? So let's look at the structure. So it's high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. From here, we have what? So that's still a lower high because then the market is still on a bearish trend. We haven't really seen that push to the upside. We're still on a bearish trend. Look at that. The market pushes down. What the hell is this? Guys, what the hell is going on to my trading view? Like, why am I getting ads? I don't even know, but it's fine. So look at that. Lower high, lower high. From there, we created what? A higher low, because in this low is definitely higher than this one. Low is definitely higher than that one. Stop saying this thing is a free plan, man. This thing is a paid version. Come on, man. Or you want me to show you now? These guys. This thing is a paid version. Look at my layouts. Look at my chart layouts. You can't have so many chart layout version. You can go try it out now. You cannot have so many chart layouts on a free version. So stop telling me about free things, guys. This thing is not free. I paid for this. And that's obviously because I trade and I make money from the markets. Not to brag or anything, but we trade real accounts and we're able to afford subscription for TradingView. So these are some of the things you must invest in when you're a trader. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. So now this is now the market now changing its structure. So if you look at this, you've got the same thing, but now inverted. You see? So it's inverted. Let me take up my boy and let me go. I'm gonna come back and expose. I'm gonna expose. Guys, we know what we're doing. We don't take chances. We don't play games. We don't play games. Let me take up a legend on the live. Let me take up a legend on the live. And also, guys, stop coming up with these theories that, hey, market makers this and that, whatnot. Like, that's when you are gonna start losing. If you keep on believing that market makers this and that, what this and that, just take simplicity and start making money. You don't get paid for knowing market maker secrets. You get paid for knowing the markets. And that's it. Just focus on the simple things and you'll start winning. You'll see money coming your way. You will see money coming your way. Ish. I think his network is a bit bad. Proto, my bro. Proto. My bro, Proto. Okay, let's go back to the charts. He'll come back when he's at. Okay, I'm gonna try and accept him as I'm talking, so that if he does come in, then this is fine. Ashley, my brother, thank you so much. So obviously, bearish cycle, lows, series of lows created. Once the market changes structure, it's gonna come. So let's ignore this one. Let's use that one for an example. That's a high created. That's a low created. Notice how this previous high then becomes the new low. So this is a series of things that happen. You can even say this is a higher low, and that's a higher high. Look at that, how this previous high then becomes the new low. The market then pushes up to print a higher high, comes back to print a higher low, back where that high was formed, and then the market just keeps on soaring to the upside. So it has gotten to a critical area. So the pullback will come and test what this previous high, because then we've broken out of that high, and then coming back to this level, then we push up. So the market keeps on doing these things over and over and over again. Like, you need to learn to see these things as they happen, and then you'll start being able to profit. Let me see. Okay, it's not this one. Let's go to the other one. It's not this one. Let's go to the other one. Yeah. So what I was trying to explain is this. Like, this is what I was explaining the whole time. Push, pause, push, pause, push, pause, push, pause, push, pause, push. So the reason why you are failing and the reason why you are not making money is because you think certain things are so easy that when you are too advanced to practice them, you think certain things are too easy for you, and you want to deal with things that are difficult and things that are very far from you. And this is the reason why then people fail. This is the reason why people fail on the markets. So make sure that you stick to the simplicity. If you're a complicated individual, then you're not going to go anywhere. Let me see this. So you're not going to go anywhere if you... So I'm just trying to sort something out. There's something I can... Okay, Mr. L is probably having network problems because I've been accepting him, guys. So we'll keep on trying until he's able to come on the live. So, coming back to the charts. Let me keep trying. Guys, I have to get him on the live. The dude has so much to share. Guys. The dude has so much to share. My bro, dog. I'm wondering why you're not coming in, dog.
No, it's network. Probably it's network.
Yeah, are you good, bro?
Yeah, I'm enjoying your session, man.
Bana, thank you so much, dog. But I learned from you, dog.
Don't lie to people, man.
Otherwise,